Hi, I'm Dr. O'Donovan and I'm here with my colleague Ella, a qualified physiotherapist.
In this video, we'll guide you through what you can do at home in the first few days of acute neck pain and the gentle movements that can help with recovery. So the first thing we can do after recovering from an acute neck pain episode is just moving the neck in those small, tiny movements. So we'll start with ear towards shoulder, left to right, just small movement change, nothing too major, just so we're feeling those muscles around the neck get a nice little stretch. So after we've gone side to side, we can do forwards and backwards, so kind of nodding the head and then looking up to the ceiling. Nodding the head, looking up to the ceiling. Perfect. And then there's the last one, which is rotation. So that's kind of turning left to right, nice and small, just to begin with. Good. Left and right. Keep it continually moving, left to right. Perfect.
And Ella, those just want to be very small, gentle movements, right?
Yeah, just to begin with. We don't want to do anything too crazy at the beginning because we could re-aggravate things.
Okay.
So this is just kind of a tester to see if you're ready to move on to the next steps, okay? Once we've done the smaller movements and we know we're okay with these, we can go ahead and do the larger ones. So I want you to try and get that ear towards the shoulder for me. Nice and close, so you're feeling a stretch in the opposite side to the head tilt. Good.
I feel that stretch down here.
Yes, exactly. So that's your upper fibres of your traps.
Okay.
So that's what we call the neck muscles. Good.
And when I'm doing this movement, Ella, I'm assuming I want my shoulders to be in like a neutral position rather than bringing my shoulder up to the ear. Okay.
Because that's cheating.
Yep.
Perfect. Bringing it all the way down. Try and keep the shoulders where they were to begin with.
Okay.
And change sides. Good. And then we can go forward with our nodding. So all the way chin to chest. Can you feel it at the back of the neck this time? Good. And then looking all the way up to the ceiling. Good. All the way down. And all the way up. Good. Last one is the rotation. So the larger movements, we're going to tilt all the way to the left. Try and look over that shoulder if we can. No worries if you can't, just whatever range you have there. Just try and push into those final ranges. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Good.
And Ella, with my shoulders, should I be aiming to just set them slightly back?
Yes, exactly that. So I don't want to see hunched shoulders with this because then we're going to move in the incorrect way with our neck and encourage that from day-to-day movements. So what we almost want to do is roll the shoulders into our back pockets.
Yep.
And then go ahead with the neck movements.
Okay. And I assume I want to be sat sort of nice and tall if I can.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Good. So an exercise we have now is called chin tucks, also known as chin retractions. So it's almost like you're creating yourself a double chin.
Okay.
So I want you to pretend that your chin is on a table and we're just going to slide it forwards and backwards on this table. So keep the chin parallel to the floor. Perfect. So first we're going to poke that head forwards. You'll feel a stretch at the back of your neck and then create a double chin for me, James, all the way back. Good. And you feel that at the back of your neck. You're doing a great thing there. So keeping the finger in front of you as a little target to hit your chin towards. And then bring the chin all the way back. Sliding it on that table we mentioned before. Good.
And how many of these should I do, Ella?
So I want you to do about 10 to 15 of these.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you a definite answer because it's whatever you can cope with, what's comfortable for you.
Okay.
But aim within that boundary. Backwards and forwards. Well done.
And it's quite a small movement really, isn't it?
It is, it really is, but it's working all of those paraspinal muscles between the neck there. So you're really going to strengthen as well as stretch the neck muscles. So that's a really good one.
Okay, great.
Next movements we have, James, are to do with the shoulders. This is going to help with our neck pain. First is shoulder shrugs. So in the neutral position, again, pinning those shoulders back, so shoulders into back pockets. I want to encourage the shoulders up to our ears. Good. Hold it there for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then dropping the shoulders down back to that neutral position. Good. And you're going to feel that muscle again, the upper fibers of our traps really working to hold the shoulders in that top position. Good. 1, 2, 3, and down. Once we know we can do shoulder shrugs, we can then progress it to shoulder rolls, okay? So that's working the shoulder in all planes of movement. So in that proper set position, I want to encourage the shoulders to go forwards towards the wall in front of us, up to the ceiling, to the wall behind us, and then back down into our pockets. Yeah?
Yeah.
Forwards, upwards, backwards, and down. And if you want, you can change direction. So backwards, upwards, forwards, and down. Good.
Sometimes, Ella, I can feel like a clunking sensation in my traps. Is that okay?
Yeah, so some people are afraid of clunking and clicking. As long as it's pain-free, so you can just say click, 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 but it's pain-free, that's completely normal, completely fine. If there's pain on clicking, then that's when I encourage viewers to go to a healthcare practitioner, to get that checked.
Okay, that's great. That's great. And each time when I do this movement, and I get back to the starting position, is okay just to sort of reset in my
Yeah, because it can get quite uncomfortable, especially being in that proper position at all times. So just reset it, rejiggle.
Okay, perfect.
Back, and then carry on.
Great.
Okay? So these movements now are a little bit more advanced than the ones that we've done previously. So it kind of builds on the exercises we've already shown.
Right.
So these are called isometric holds, and it's kind of the end of the movement that we've already shown. I want you to hold a resistance with your own hand so that you're stabilizing that muscle in its end position, all right? So first one we're going to do is the chin protraction, so moving it forward. But at the end range, I want you to add a resistance with your own hand, pushing against your forehead, whilst your forehead is pushing against the hand. Can you feel that?
I can.
It's kind of a weird movement, but it's really working those muscles to stabilise in that end range. Again, we can do it with the back of our head. So as the head moves towards the wall behind us, push a resistance against our heads.
Okay, so you're adding resistance. So as the head is going backwards, the hand is almost just gently pushing forwards. Okay.
Exactly that.
Ella, how long should I hold it in this position for?
I want you to hold this one for around 10 seconds if you can.
Okay.
So we've done forwards, we've done backwards. We can always do sideways too. So as the ear is moving towards the shoulder, add a resistance there too. Good. And then the other side. Once you've reached 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. And lastly, we can do the rotations, okay? So as your head is turning one way, we can add a resistance there as well. So you want to do your fingers or your palm, whichever's most comfortable. Good. And again, the other way for me, James.
Okay.
Well done.
These exercises work best when done little and often, once or twice a day. Only move within what your pain allows and build up gradually. If you've got any worsening pain, stop. And if you've got any concerns with new weakness, numbness, or loss of sensation, please see your healthcare provider. Remember, some days are going to feel easier than others, and that's completely normal. Gentle, regular movement will help you stay mobile and resilient. Even 10 minutes a day can make a meaningful difference over time.
If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, then why not check out the next video here.